Okay, welcome back everybody to Renaissance Cup Ro16. We have got a losers bracket match for you here. It's going to be Golden, Plush Seal versus Golden is the order of the players on the screen. Obviously Plush Seal seed 28 here, Golden seed 12, so looks like it should be an uphill battle for him. But I've heard a few people give really good accounts of his skill. I've seen him doing very well in NTF this weekend. I'm over to Hedge 2015, going to be taking this one with Sonic Screw. Hello there.
Hello. I mean, yeah, just like you said, looks like a very uphill battle for Plush Seal, or Meki, as some people call him here, but I did ref Meki's lobby in NTF, and he just went insane in that match, so there's, it's not like he's gonna get swept, I think. There's definitely hope for him to fight back.
Yeah, I think there are ways for him into this, but it is going to be hard against someone with the sheer mechanical skill of Golden, who basically has the tapping to play anything in this poll, probably with DC, even like the harder skill cap stuff. Just extremely high skill cap player. Back when low accuracy was essentially the meta. This isn't to say his AC is bad, but back when AC wasn't so important and it was more about how fast can you go, this guy was top 25 in the world by PP. He can tap real fast, and you can see here we have an 8.2 star warm-up. This was hidden 2 in EGTS Grand Finals one of those years. I want to say 2022. No, 2021. Either way, it's an EGTS Grand Finals map, so this is not going to be very easy, to put it nicely.
Yeah.
The skull emoji coming out for Meki, I sure wonder why. Yeah, this one might be difficult to play successfully for these guys. This is a hard map. Nobody going with it in like EGTS, that's probably for the best. I imagine this is like 245 like stream with once. Oh my god. Why can you hit this? Why can Meki hit any of this? Isn't he like 4-digit?
He is.
What?
He's still playing in a 4-digit tournament, and is about to play in another one.
Oh, always with the 4-digit players being able to play legitimate, serious 8 stars, man. What is up with that? Of course, Golden looking more confident on this. 245 BPM streams absolutely nothing to this guy. See him with 1/6 of this kind of BPM, but just the fact Meki can play this at all is kind of astounding. Even just for the seed he reached in this tournament, like, I think the average player around the like mid to low 20s, they're like C ranking this. And Meki is toying with the idea of hitting like most of the second half and getting an A rank, I think. Okay, there's the no lock, but this is still ridiculous. What's he doing? How can he do this? little slow down section there, catches out nobody. Golden with one Poison combo right now. Looks like he got off to a pretty bad start, but has since been destroying the rest of the map. Maybe this was quite the warm-up for him in the literal sense. Up to 98 now and still comboing this. The stream is so long. At this kind of VPN, this is brutal. Zetera maps, so the patterns probably weren't so easy either. I couldn't entirely see. Yeah, 20 misses right near the start for Golden, and then... Oh, no. Some misses right near the start, and misses a bit at the end. Either way, clean score from him. Meki forgot no fuel, but he got about 5 VDK, which, again, for 4-digit is kind of mad.
Yeah.
I know no fuel, and he says, forgot.
Môj tým je červený ako jej whisky. Nabehnem do klešu a zoberiem si whisky. Oplujem tých chudákov.
What is this song? Alright, well this is
Wait, is this
warm-up.
the Slovakia special or what?
I don't think this is hard bass, but it's definitely something.
It is.
This is lovely. Yeah, so mapped by fellow Slovakian skill cap player Never. It is 9.3 stars, so I'm gonna be straight. I expect this to be 304 BPM streams, knowing what these guys are like. These Slovakian MFs, they are very fast. They map stuff like this and then they can actually play it. It's kind of astounding. It's just saying the same thing 8 times in a row. This is a verse, bro. And Meki being reminded, you might want no field. Alright. Oh my god, the actual background. I didn't even realize that was a guy's face. This is lovely. You know, I think Meki might be able to tap fast enough. If he keeps doing that, he might be able to tap fast enough for this map. If he keeps up the 40 dons per second thing. Okay, so it's not all full stream, but I feel like there's gotta be a full stream section.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, Dense 300 BPM barely gets you to 8 stars in this game for some damn reason, even though it's the hardest thing ever. So if it's 9, there's gonna be something crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Golden on the 99, but somehow Meki is also hitting this.
Yeah, this is ODE as well. Like, Golden is actually comfy on this. This is gonna be really funny seeing them play, like, EGTS Grand Finals map, 9-star, and then go into 6-star pool. Like, this is gonna be... This might be shell shock for these guys. Just like, why are the notes at normal speed now? Why is it not impossible? Oh, yep, here we go. Okay, finally Golden starts missing, and he can't be bothered anymore. Oh, he really can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah.
Here's a break. They will see each other's scores. I'm sure they're nervous.
Yeah. Maybe like that guy in the background. Some
I don't.
feeling.
I don't think he's nervous. I think he's on the time of his life, whatever the hell he is doing. Anyway, here's some more impossible bullshit that Golden is able to hit. Like, seriously.
Wow.
Okay. He missed. And then he hit the longer stream. Okay. These are like 32 splits at impossible BPM. Like, okay, man. This is nuts. This is probably a very bad score for him, but I mean... Okay, well... He sort of did totally AFK once he started missing, so I guess that would contribute. Golden actually not passing, but then again, when you take your hands off the keys for 5 seconds during 300 streams, that tends to happen. You lose all your HP. Anyway, the warm-ups are over, thankfully, for at least for Meki's hands, and both players will now roll. I switched language on my keyboard. He didn't actually, he just... Oh my gosh. Oh wow. And Meki gonna roll a 66. What's Golden got? He is not sorry for that, I fear. Oh, Golden rolls 91. Okay. That's a strong roll, and it is gonna win him the roll. He gets to choose between first pick and first ban.
I guess Golden opting to pick first, so which means Meki will ban first.
Yes. I don't really know the skill sets of either player well enough to know what they're going to go with here. I feel like Golden is going to go with the harder maps, so your Nomad 1, Nomad 3, maybe Nomad 5, DT2. Meki could maybe just go with anything else. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what his skill set particularly is. I know he can play HDHR. He HDHR'd one of the MTF free mods that I think is a hard map to play the Nomad, and he got a very, very low miscount.
I mean, in my recollection, Meki's like pretty good at HD, and probably is gonna go for some of those HD picks, but Golden gonna go for Nomad 4, so the gimmick map. What? Oh, is that a ban? I can't see.
Yes. So the bans are
Oh,
DT2
okay.
from Meki and Nomad 4 from Golden.
I was like
gimmick.
kind of, yeah. I was like, Golden picking a gimmick? That's certainly not true, right?
Yeah, like the least mechanics map in the pool, that would have been
Yeah.
an interesting one.
I mean, Nomad 4 seems to be sitting in a perma ban kind of slot this weekend.
I think I'm hearing something in these lyrics that I will not repeat on stream. Can we go to any other song? Yes, Nomad 2!
We're just like,
Fine, let's listen to some VTuber. It's better than what I think I'm hearing right now.
yeah, I didn't want to say it, but like, now that you said it, I was like, okay, maybe we should
But
not
were
be
you
listening
already
to that.
thinking it?
Yeah.
Okay, good, so it's not just me. Anyway, it's gonna be Nomad 2. This is the VTuber song. Certainly a big jump from like 245 breakcore to 300 BPM Slovakian rap to maybe not rap, but whatever. Or like Slav music, as Meki said, straight to Japanese VTuber. Awesome. All right, here we go.
Pretty natural first pick for Golden, I think, for like
Yeah.
mechanics reasons.
Yeah, this should be pretty free for him. If you can single tap 180 BPM, this map gets a lot easier. The thing is, basically everyone can do that. Golden can most certainly do that. I wonder. Okay, no, he alternates the DDs. He doesn't make this into 360 single tap like a crazy person. He's not Yanni, just Golden.
Yeah, I was about to say we did see Yanni like single tap 360 this morning, so you know.
Just a Saturday morning thing to do, you know?
Yep.
Alright, Golden so far on the SS, obviously still early days. And Meki's still on only 1/100. Okay, 2-9. Golden comes into the first PI with SS, and this is where being able to just play tech that doesn't really make much sense is going to favor you. Some of these rhythms are kind of insane, but if you can approximate them well, you can still get very high AC, and Golden, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, he is still holding on to that SS. Almost halfway through the map now.
I mean, definitely not shabby on Meki's side either. 99%. But
Oh, last note of the first Ki gets Golden's
Yeah.
SS. But even though Meki is playing well, it's like he kind of just has to hope for a miss to come from the other side, because evidently Golden is way too comfortable in this to FC with lower AC than Meki has right now. Okay, Golden is bleeding more AC now, and maybe a little bit of nerves starting to set in after how long he held that SS for. I know that happens to me once in a while. But it looks like he's holding just fine. 20k score lead on accuracy alone. This should be all his. Even a miss might be survivable. But I'm sure he'd want to avoid that. Last Ki coming up. Can both players clutch out their FCs? Double FC on a map like this in lower bracket would be really impressive stuff, even when you do look at the caliber of these players. Still pretty good stuff. As the last few measures come in, looks like they might have it.
yeah.
Golden passes 900k. See if for no luck he has got this one in the bag, and
Oh,
it's
no,
gonna be
Meki.
Meki finding the misses instead. And Golden off to an absolutely unreal start on this map. Falls a bit back down to earth in the second half, but 982 is still pretty stellar. Get it? Because it's suicide. Okay, whatever. I didn't even think that was a pun until I said it. But yeah, Golden with a 99.3 FC. Amazing score from him. Good way to start your match and get yourself a first held pick.
So Meki gonna go straight for HD1. Maybe not super surprising. I think Meki's like pretty comfortable with slow HDs, so probably hoping that the slow dense HD trips out Golden and asking for a mutual already with 1 point on the board.
Hey, I let you win one map. Can I have mutual 9? Alright, so yep, Meki gonna pick Jacko here. The density hidden, calling it a slow hidden is also a perfectly fine description. I don't think it's wrong, even though most of it plays like 200. Scrolls slow. All the non-dense parts are extremely easy to mess up. I don't know, there's a lot to this one. Surprisingly so for such an early round hidden one. Balkan buff, but that applies to both players.
Yeah,
True, I think. Was it Romania? Eurovision? I forgot.
that's
Hold on.
Armenia. It is the
yeah.
Armenian entry to
Yes.
Eurovision. So
Alright. So, Meki says 1 second.
and we are underway. Okay.
Yeah, can't blame him.
Oh,
Please, just ghost tab. It
Yeah.
makes your life so much easier on this kind of thing. Oh my gosh. So despite the immediate miss from Golden, Meki with low enough AC in that section to keep it close. Both players under 85% for a second there. And now they are doing okay. actually tied for a moment there on accuracy, but as soon as it slows back down, Golden kind of caught off guard. Evidently, he can read this. It's just accuracy and, yeah, just consistency, I guess. I think legit both of these players could just do with a bunch more ghost tapping on these slower sections. I feel like it's really the biggest thing about this map is the rhythms are so unusual that it's not reasonable to play them with like ghost tapping or an unreal amount of slow hidden skill. Or just really, really learning the song, but I think it's just safer to ghost tap. An offbeat section here, Golden gonna find some misses. Kind of wrong coloring for a bit there, and this should be all Mackey's point. The hard part has not happened yet, and he is missing, but he's still ahead after the recovery by 60,000 score. Alright, here's the hard part. Mackey tries ghost tapping, and it doesn't work. I guess he did not spend enough time in the lab with this one. That's totally fair. It took me a solid while. Does hit the harder part of that section. And now, it's really just some 200 BPM PI. Oh, careful. Careful, you've just lost 25k score just like that. Golden is going to give it all back and then some change, though. They both hit the 7/6 snap. Or I think it might be 7/12. Either way, it's essentially that. And yeah, it is going to be a point for Meki. Actually, more 100s than Golden, but 14 misses to 42 says he is the more comfortable ultimately on the map, and he is going to take the point by a pretty wide margin. Did get about a half combo. Says, I didn't expect I'd win. But that's a perfectly respectable performance. Like, that's totally okay. That's a good run. And yeah, Golden saying, listen, I did what I could, but the slow parts are just, ugh. Yeah, ghost tapping is not often a skill that you'd call a skill involved in a map, but I think for this it really is, and most people just kind of don't do it, so it might not come so naturally. But Golden to pick next. I feel like Nomad 3. I feel like it's got to be either Nomad 3 or Nomad 1. Maybe 5, but it's got to be a Nomad. Or maybe
I would bet on Nomad 3 as well.
Yeah, he's probably hyper comfy on that.
Yeah. It's also like one of those where, you know, a 4-digit player, like, okay, Meki's like good, but a 4-digit player is probably going to be less comfortable than Golden.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, most people are going to be less comfortable than Golden on Nomad 3, and you could apply that to any level of speed pick. But,
yeah, that's fair.
Oh, it's going to be Hard Rock 2. It's going to be Shielase. No, I suspect Golden might treat this like a 300 BPM Muzu with some little bursts. Maybe he's picking into Meki's weakness, because Meki says sob emoji.
Yeah, I guess it is playable as it.
And this countryman never says the half-blind guy is picking an inch arm.
Oh my god.
No, but he's got this, I think. If he's picking this, it's all good. Where Taiko Shala? The user is currently not online. What is even the point? Why are we even watching?
No.
I'm here for Taiko Shala, man. I can go now. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be Shiawase VIP. so this is sort of got both the HR1 and HR2 elements. It's attack burst, okay, it's an HR1, right? Nope, it's high scroll like an HR2. This is sort of a hybrid pick from what you'd expect typically from the 2 hard rock slots in a pull. And Golden, not full single tapping this, it appears. Maybe gonna do so when the SV gets higher and more comfortable for it. I know he's extremely fast, he probably can single tap 300, anyone that's fast enough can do it. Yep, there we go. He is indeed single tapping the 149.
Yeah.
And isn't doing the hottest in terms of act, but Meki really struggling for accuracy right now. Just hitting lead. Sort of doesn't have quite the reading speed to act this, but does have enough to hit it. And at least keep himself in the game. And both players are going to FC the first Ki. They will see each other's scores, and Meki will see, okay, he's FCing, but he's not like max scoring. There's still possibly a chance. Now, the second Ki is coming up, and essentially it will last like the entire final third of the map. It is quite long, almost a minute. And it kind of just goes on with the same stuff as the first Ki, slight variations on it, but for the most part it's just 1-4 at 150 with some 1-6 and some 1-8 at very high scroll. Here we go. This will be what we see for the rest of the map. Most challenging section coming in here, and Meki is going to find a miss almost immediately. Golden is hovering close to that 99, back to single tapping as well. So comfortable on 300 BPM, but making a map feel like 300 BPM is a legitimate strat for people of this skill.
I mean, yeah, Becky kind of recovered pretty nice from that break there, but now Golden is at 99%, so...
Yeah, he struggled a bit on the first Ki, but for the second he's really recovered it.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, will he be able to secure that 99? Okay, I don't think so.
No.
Unless he like SS's the rest, maybe. No, he's not getting it. He's gonna be close though. And yeah, it's gonna be a 98.9, almost 1030k score FC from Golden. Plush Seal with 7 misses, I believe? No, okay, 7 misses across 2 breaks. And mostly just accuracy problems that really kept him out of this one. It looked like he could have FC'd, but if a 96 FC is still going to be nowhere near a borderline 99. Good plays from Golden. And Meki next to pick. And it's going to be hidden too.
Yeah.
It's going to be Satisfaction. All right.
I think pretty predictable pick for Meki here.
Yeah, I
because
would say so.
Saw how Hidden One went, so you know.
Okay, so basically SV hidden. This is... It's 180 BPM. It's as normal as you could get in terms of the BPM. It's not going to be mechanically difficult to these players, but it's got all kinds of stuff. It's got a 1-3 speed section that plays like 270, or like 1-3, 1-6. It's got a lot of stream, some of which has 1-6 in it. It's got a lot of offbeat stuff. Nothing too high or low in terms of SV. It's more like kind of a mechanics variety map in the hidden 2 slot.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Golden kind of struggling with the reading requirement earlier. Maybe this one is more mechanics favored and doesn't put him out of contention entirely.
Both players going to FC that intro stream. They are tied for now, but both looking pretty uncomfortable on that hidden act. Golden looking more uncomfortable though. Here's the speed section. Oh, Meki finding a lot of misses. It's pretty hard to read stuff like that, and it is going to catch him out, but the lead is only 15k because Golden's accuracy is still so low. This is not totally over, but it is advantage Golden. And here come the streams. These will be fairly long, and they'll go for a while. The 1-6 catches nobody, but Golden's losing so much AC, and Meki's cleaned his AC up by so much that he's actually about to take the lead. He's only a couple 100s away now, despite the misses.
Oh, yeah.
I think one more from Golden would do it. And you're starting to see the lead flicker now. A bit of an AC drop from Meki. And suddenly this is really close as we get to the halfway mark. Some 1-3 draws accuracy out of Golden. Oh, it's the break! They'll see the score! They'll see the score!
Oh,
Oh my god, no!
it's like 100 points apart.
I think they'll see the score, but it's like 200 points. Oh, this is tense. I don't know if they've seen the score, but if they have, it's not going to help their nerves. We might be able to tell the difference between knowing and not. Both players hit the 1-6. Golden dropping more back than Meki again, though. And Meki has the lead now, for sure. It's not just a flickering thing. He is 4k score ahead of Golden. Make that 3k with a 100. And yeah, every 100 trades it back over by a little. But it's Golden dropping more AC here. Meki, despite that big break near the start, is on his way to beating an FC from Golden on Hidden 2, because the AC is just so low. Oh, and Golden finds a miss!
Oh, and Golden...
That should be it.
Yeah. I think that's...
I think so. The map is not totally over, but I think Meki has this one in the bag, and it looks like it's a 2-2 game. See, 28 versus 12 is now a best of 5. Okay, this is getting very interesting. Actually, the miscount difference kind of big, 9-2, but Meki F seeing everything after that early lockup and having way less 100s does keep him ahead by 20k. Just pure accuracy game there, as well as the fact that, you know, missing a few times at once doesn't do the same damage as missing, like, in a few places.
Yeah, Meki maybe not that happy with the 53 100s.
Oh my god!
You know.
Dude, the actual DM! Yeah, it's better than the other guy got. Wow, so mean. Well, it's true. 53 100s has beaten 93 in this case, that's for sure.
I mean, now surely Golden goes for Nomad 3, right? Or like one of the Nomads.
I feel like, yeah, Golden goes like Nomad 1 or 3. Really, all the remaining Nomads favor him, I think. Just anything with mechanical difficulty.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is kind of a low mechanics pull. Like, mechanics players kind of have the potential to get upset here because really you just have the Nomads besides 4 and DT2 and maybe HR2, and that's kinda it. No, FM1 is also kinda difficult, but in a way that most people can probably just handle. Golden still yet to pick. I feel like this is just a simple Nomad 3 for sure.
Oh. So Golden not gonna go for Nomad 3, saying it's not the right time yet. It's gonna go for Nomad 1 instead, which, you know, probably does favor him as well.
Alright.
But
Is he listening by any chance?
Probably.
Maybe. But yeah, so it's Foxglove time. This is a perfectly good pick. This is like next on the list for what I'd expect. Besides No Mod 3. Yeah, okay, he's listening.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this is like the next pick down on the list that I'd expect. Besides No Mod 3, it's a hard map. Youngin said on the showcase stream, this is probably a pick where UFC, you just kind of win. And I think that's especially in lower bracket, that's just true. If you hit the hard parts, at least you're probably just gonna take it, because most people are probably missing somewhere in these hard parts because, well, they are quite hard.
Yeah, I mean, the patternings on this one are pretty tricky and even Golden. Is probably gonna find some of those patterns kind of tricky, but you know, I mean, I don't see it really going Lucky's way, but we'll see what happens.
All right, Becky with an early 100. Still plenty of time to claim that back though. And the 1-6 comes in. This is the first real hard part of the map out of 2. But most of the rest of the map is hard. Oh, both players gonna get cleaned by the 1-6 naturally. Mikey finding another break though. And it's very, very close right now. The 7.16 does not catch either player off guard, and now it's just a consistency test until the last quarter. And it's very, very close. It'll essentially come down to the last hard part unless someone messes something up in between. They both last missed in about the same place, so the combo score isn't really going to go super far for either guy in the next 100 notes. Yeah, this one's going to be interesting, but we'll probably have to wait a minute to see how it gets decided.
Yeah, I mean, the accuracy lead is on Golden's side right now, but you know, any sort of break could completely flip things around. In some of these longer patterns, no 1-6, neither player is caught off by any of it, and
yep, both guys doing just fine here. Oh, I can't see anything. I can see things again. Okay. $7K score difference in Golden's favor on this final build-up, going into what will be Ki for most of the rest of the map. And oh, Mackie finds a miss on just a long normal stream. And given how volatile the 1-6 parts are, this isn't totally over yet, but it's super advantaged for Golden now. If he hits the next one of these, it's pretty much over. Yeah, and that's going to be the hardest one. And he has FC'd the second multi 1-6 section, and this should be it. It was close for a minute there, but it looks like Mackie kind of just maybe running out of mental stamina or something like that on this last quarter of the map. We have one more hard section, but the lead's up to 65k. So I think this one is sort of over. Golden also up to 99%, looking comfy. Okay, yeah, that's fair. These 1-6 are not easy for Bongo. Usually 1-6 is the kind of genre of map, especially a hard map, that you'd see Bongo players just destroying compared to their KDK counterparts. This one's a bit of an exception because the 1-6 is so weird. And the last spinner comes in, and Golden wins by about 100k. Holds his pick yet again. So now Mackie has to answer. Well, yeah,
we are out of HDs.
Golden says, "I want to play warm up 2 again." Huh. And yeah, Becky wanting to pick Hidden 3.
Yeah, I was about to say the closest thing you can probably get to that is probably one of the free mods. And he does go for free mods too now.
Alright. So this is the anti-mod. I guess if you're gonna pick anything besides the hiddens, if you're Meki, this one makes sense. I think if he HDHRs this, he's kind of nuts. I think that's a bit excessive of a play, but given how he's been playing, I think he could hidden this.
Yeah, I mean... Probably, yeah. I guess like one mod is reasonable in this scenario.
Yeah, I think Golden has to hope he's comfortable, or Golden has to try this, and if he's comfortable, he's probably gonna have the advantage just due to stronger mechanics, just being able to play it all. I'm not sure if this is the kind of map that Meki can get a clean score on. I don't know about even no-mod, but if he can no-mod, he probably can hidden into the thing. Well, no, basically I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm totally guessing.
Either.
And it's gonna be hidden versus Hard Rock.
Okay.
That much I sort of expected, but I don't really know how good of a play Meki on hidden on an anti-mod is, given he wasn't really putting up the highest scores on the hidden picks themselves either, and this time Golden does get to not use hidden, which is a big difference on his side. Okay, sure, he hits 100s through half a pattern there, but I'm not sure. We'll see how this goes. Hello, Bancho. How's your day going?
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I am not sure if that miss was real. It looks like it probably was, and assuming that miss from Meki is real, Golden has the lead by a decent margin now. About 15k. Dude, come on.
Oh.
Stop trolling. Alright, we have hit the panic button. Perhaps there's a connection issue on Meki's side. That's all I can really see this being. One more try, and something is wrong.
Yeah, maybe it is just Bancho being Bancho. Right now we can kind of stare at Golden's screen while we... Hopefully Meki's screen is going to show back up. I mean, this upcoming section is probably harder for HR, but we can't see how Meki is doing either, so... What's to say?
Oh, okay, Golden just missing there. I don't really know how to call this. Like, his AC is low enough that I could see Meki having some kind of play against him, but with that early miss, he's gonna have to have played the rest very, very clean.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to see Meki play that sort of one very slow SB section, so no clue how he did there. Guess we just have to see on the MP link.
Okay. Alright, so Golden takes the point.
Oh, so Meki got a 924k to Golden's 966.
Okay,
So
sort of close.
It was like decent play. But Golden had like a pretty big combo, which is why he won.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen most of the map. That tends to get you the win. No. A match point comes up for Golden. Our referee seems to like No Mod 5. If only referees could pick maps.
That is true. Well, Golden seems to be replying to us in chat, saying that holding some big combo and then missing.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. The nice thing for a lot of people, I feel, is like once you've missed, you lock all the way in, right? You realize, okay, wait, if I miss again, I'm just losing. I'm probably just losing anyway. And guess I'll make sure my score is good. This happens to me all the time, and I always wonder why the hell this doesn't just... Why I can't just play like that without missing. You know? That would make me a very good player. Oh well.
So now is the time for No Mod 3. I mean, another map that probably benefits Golden very, very much. And no idea what Lucky typed there, but...
Alright, so No Mod 3. Yeah, this one makes sense. Golden says, I have not downloaded the TB. Huh.
Oh. I mean...
Well, that would be interesting if we had there.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be No Mod 3. This map is kind of complicated for being a 270 BPM speed no mod, basically. And I think that favors Golden just because, I mean, you can handle complex stuff better at a BPM when you are more comfortable on it, and Golden is as comfortable on 270 as you can probably get. Just due to sheer speed. Oh, and Mackey's gonna find a miss in that first section. Just kind of getting through more kind of normal sections of the map here. Golden not having much trouble, only getting 100 once in a while. Mackey finding another break. Oh!
Oh, wait.
That doesn't really change things on its own yet, but some more like that could make this very interesting.
I mean, that was a very clean break there, but if Maki can hold some combo, and if this happens again, then kind of hard to say what will happen. It's some interesting patterning here, not just like triplets and 5-net patterns, but...
Put some hit notes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, it's kind of hard to get practice on that kind of stuff. Like, I've been playing maps of around this difficulty and higher for, like, probably the past 4 years, and I cannot recall any other maps at 270 plus that happen to have like an 8-note pattern, or like any longer even note pattern like that. It's really hard to get practice on that kind of thing. You just kind of have to be comfy enough, or you're not going to be able to hit it. But both. Oh, okay. No, I was thinking, did Meki like fake miss earlier? But no, it's just the golden has missed since.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, number 2.
Oh no, I was about to say Meki kind of recovered pretty nicely, but some of these patterns are now catching him off. And... Oh no, not with that one pattern.
Every speed map got that one snap change thing that is totally hellish. Okay, no, this is like the first one I can think of that is something like that. But Golden looking comfortable in this, certainly doing better than he was doing last week on a much easier map where he ended up getting 98%. He's locked in for this one. Only that one break towards the start on a pretty chill section, really. The finishers come in, both players having no problems with that, but it looks like this is all Golden's to lose. Really good performance still from Meki. I mean, taking 2 points off a first page player when you are 4-digit, it's not something most players of this rank can say they've accomplished. So not a bad performance at all. Finishes the spinner first, but it is going to be an 0-2 exit for Meki. 11 misses, 920k to Golden's 970. And yeah, it's a 5-2 win for Golden, who lives to fight another day. Goes on to the quarterfinals round in lower bracket. So let me just check. Who is Golden going to be facing next? It looks like it's going to be the loser of match 29 on the challenge, which is going to be the loser of Dragon Max versus Gundam. Assuming it's Gundam, which is not unlikely. Dragon Max is very, very strong. That could be an interesting match. I think Gundam might be quite good on the quarters pool, and it's not like Golden's going to be skill cap on quarters, but might still get lower scores just due to, you know, the maps being trickier, and tricky difficulty tends to lower your score even when, you know, tapping doesn't. So that might be interesting, but that's for next week. For now, Golden wins 5-2 over Mechimus and advances to quarterfinals. The next match is me and it. Yay, that was our last match for tonight. So tomorrow's matches start at 10 a.m. with myself, or the Hedge, versus Cookie Tree in the upper bracket at 10 UTC Sunday. So that is 13 hours away, but it looks like the players want to show match Nomod 5. So I guess we'll be continuing the stream for that.
Okay. So players seem to not want to showcase PB, but instead opted for Nomad 5. And the ref is very happy.
Fair enough. Alright, so the name of the game with this map is Stamina. 3 full minutes without a single break longer than half a beat at 220 BPM. So if you're single tapping, that's very brutal. It just feels... You feel it in your wrist, is how I would put it. This intro, with all the dons, a little bit awkward for DDKK, but Golden handling it just fine. A little bit of a loss of act, but that's fine. And now we get into that. And it's going to be like this for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, we did see some players completely tear this up. For A40 earlier today, and also Ting earlier also. Completely shredding this map, so
yeah, pushed
let's
it out
see
to
what
close
these players
advantage.
can pull out, yeah.
Oh, I have a ping. Oh. But
one funny
still on
snap.
FC. Actually, maybe Meki should have picked this.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
is
say,
looking
like, Becky
clean.
looks so good.
Of course, it's hard to say with these things because it's like, okay, it's mechanics, it's just stamina, so Golden's probably gonna be really strong on this. I might want to avoid it, but there it is. Okay, some big act drops from Meki.
Okay.
Maybe a stamina issue coming up. Golden's still in this FC. 199, but I'm just not having a miss. Grants you a lot of extra scoring, and Meki is gonna find another break after recovering pretty well after the first one. I thought he was gonna be totally running out of stamina, but proved me wrong. The 1-3 comes in, does catch by Meki for a miss. Coming quite close to the end of the map now. The last 1-3 approaches. Here it is. Golden hits it. Is he gonna get the FC? It looks like he might.
Yeah, maybe the stamina really gets it to Becky here. Catch a couple more misses as the map ends.
Yeah, it's gonna be an FC from Golden. Good stuff. Alright, so Golden wins the No Mod 5 showcase as not IFC, haha. And is gonna move on to the quarterfinals to play the loser of Dragon Max versus Gundam. But for now, that's us done for the night. That is Rank Cup Saturday over. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.